What's up, boys and girls? Empire Steve back with you yet again. And today is Tuesday, 11/16, November 16th. It is the second day of the week, almost the most fun day of the week, but really not really. So I am today going to speak about how I find my own personal watch list and how I figure out what price levels I'm looking for entry and exit, and all that good fun stuff. So I wanted to share that with you all so that maybe you could use it and make your own watch list every day and not have to rely on possibly other people to create a watch list for you. So basically I watch the same stocks every day. I watch SPY every day. I watch the Qs every day. Anything over on this red list. This is TradingView. If you're not familiar with it, you could Google TradingView and go figure it out. So anyway, Tesla, NIO, Apple, Google, Affirm. Mostly Affirm because it's had a lot of price action every day lately. AMD, Amazon, Boeing, Coin, Square, Nvidia, DocuSign, all of these. Okay, I watch all of them, but I don't put all of them on my watch list every day. The ones that I do put on my watch list every day are SPY, NIO, Tesla, typically Square, Google, Amazon, Nvidia, AMD, because they have been popping off lately. Apple, but Apple is not one that I frequently trade, but I do watch it because when Apple is tanking, it can kind of bring the whole market down with it. Similar to Tesla, when Tesla's not doing good, or Amazon. I just noticed that when those stocks, are not doing very well, the whole market typically is not doing very well. And I noticed that when the market is tanking or pulling back, what have you, that those stocks are the ones that reverse first. So if you've watched some of my other trading videos, you'll know that I'm a little long bias. But I do short, and I do buy puts as well. So real quick, I'm going to show you how I create my watch list every day and what I'm looking for. So I'm going to show you SPY, and I'll show you NIO, and then you can just, all of the other ones that I watch are identical. So just to keep it a little shorter, so I go to pre-market, today's pre-market. So this is today's pre-market, and this would be the high of SPY. Okay, and then this would be the low of SPY. I'm good. Just go to the bottom of the wick. Like, it's just that simple. And then if I'm looking to an area to take profit, like to go long, I'm going to go to the previous resistance as my area of taking profit. So that would be here, and then taking profit on the short side would be here. So as you can see, SPY this morning has hit its head at yesterday's resistance, which is right here. And then it has found support so far at a consolidation area in this range. This is also a little resistance area, but it did break through yesterday when the market closed. So you could use this as an area of support. But if it breaks below this area of support when the market opens, which is in 28 minutes, I would be looking to take profit here. But actually, that's not completely accurate because I have paper hands. I have little tiny paper hands. I look for 25 to 30% profit, and I am out of it. Like, I don't have the patience or the diamond hands to keep holding things, and like, I am completely happy with 25 to 30% profit most of the time. So that's that's how I find price levels on SPY, and I do the same exact thing on everything else. So let me go to NIO, and I'll show you NIO today, and I'll show you NIO yesterday too, how crazy that was. So here's NIO, and looks like the top is right here, and it looks like the bottom of pre-market is right here. So, and then NIO's a little tricky. Yesterday's resistance previous resistance would be right here. So I would draw a line there, and then yesterday's support would be the previous support, which would be right here. So if I was getting puts, I would likely exit the puts if we saw that break below this this line. I would look to exit my puts here, but in all reality, I'm looking for 25 to 30%, and I'm already going to be out of it. As far as stochastic is concerned for NIO, it doesn't look very great. It looks like it's going to potentially come down. Obviously, it's going to come down if the overall market is red. So that's another thing you need to keep an eye on, is the overall market red before you're entering into something, unless there is a catalyst behind that stock helping it get volume and seeing price action to the upside. So that is NIO. I'll actually show you one more just so you can see it. Again, let's go to AMD. I traded AMD yesterday. Ooh, AMD does not look good, but that could be the whole market. Let's look at the NASDAQ real fast. Ooh, yeah, NASDAQ does not look good. But it could bounce here. So anyway, let's go back to AMD, and I'm going to go to the 1 minute, and it just looks super sad, Tommy, right now. So anyway, I would draw a line here, but it just wherever it finally finishes dropping to is where I'm going to put a support line, or a line that I'm looking to go short if it keeps dropping. And then this would be the high of pre-market. So this is at 820. Actually, this is 730, but this does not look good. I think it's going to be a red day today, but I could totally be wrong. And if it was to break above here, I would look to take profit here. But like I said before, 25 to 30% is what I'm technically looking for. I would think that AMD would find support in this area. So I'm going to put a line there. If it goes below that zone, you could look to potentially take profit here at 142. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. It's not confusing at all. It is exactly what so many day traders and option scalpers, it's exactly what they do as well. There are other technical analysis and fundamentals that you could use, different strategies, what have you, that you could use. But this is one that for the beginning of the opening of intraday, these price levels are very important. If you see even like midday, like if you see a break above some of these areas or below some of these areas, even later in the day, you could look to take a position, and that's exactly why I do this style of trading, is because it works all the time. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Actually, I'm not sure if I explained this yet, but I watch on a daily basis. The ones I actually, the ticker that I trade the most is probably NIO, and then Tesla, Amazon, and Google. My win percentage on Google and Amazon is so good. As you can see, this market, the overall market's not doing amazing, but Google's not tanking. Like it's not tanking like you just saw AMD tanking. And then Amazon, it's not tanking. So Amazon above this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. Above that, you could potentially go long, and then below here, you can go short, and then you would look to potentially take profit around this area if you're going long. And then if you're shorting it, I would look to take profit there, which that's a pretty big move. That's almost a $10 move, and that's that's almost that's an $8 move. So that's when you're talking about these large caps like that. When they move, they move pretty big, and it's kind of hard to get into them. Depends on your broker and how fast the speed of your like the speed of crap. I can't even think of the word right now, but your fills. Sorry. Sometimes I find myself chasing to get a fill, and then I just give up. I just cancel that order because I'm not chasing anymore. It's already moved so much. So then I wait for it to come back down and test an area, like one of these areas. Like if it breaks above here, and then comes back down and it holds as support, that's where I will look to get in. I will just buy the ask on the options chain or whatever option I'm looking at, and then yeah. So, and then actually how I find the option price that I'm looking for. So this would be, I'll just show you NIO for instance. If it breaks above this 41, I'm going to be looking for a $42 call. If it breaks below this this 40.50, sorry, it's right here, this 40.90, I'm looking for a $40 put. So I go one strike above the current price if I'm getting calls, and I go one strike below the current price if I'm getting puts. However, and this is a big however, if it's Amazon or Google or Tesla, even SPY, if you're correct about a direction, you can go further out of the money. I wouldn't go so far out of the money, but you can go further out of the money, and you can still make money. And I'll show you real fast. So let's go to Amazon yesterday. And here's the Amazon dip. It dipped down to 35.25. So let's pull up 36.50. I'm gonna pull up a 36.50, and it's still so expensive. So I'm pulling up the options chart. So this was at 11.48. 11.48 in that area. And this is 11.48, and that was $1,151. And just with quickness and this one little spike, so that would be here, and this is 13.42, and that is 13, that's 13, wait, is that 13.40? No, 13.20, sorry. And here it is. So with quickness from 11.42 all the way up to 16, that's still good money. Like you can, I personally don't really play Amazon and Google and or Tesla unless it's a Thursday or Friday, and because the weekly option prices are so much cheaper. I do not like spending big money on these options. So I typically on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will go for the smaller, well, not smaller, but the cheaper option prices. So I'll trade NIO, AMD, sometimes Tesla. Way far out of the money. Tesla, you can play even further out of the money. Whatever else is popping off, SPY, Coin, you can play, PayPal, Square, Airbnb. Those options are so much cheaper than Amazon and Google. So I hope that helps, and definitely if you have any questions or comments, don't leave that information down below, and I will try and address that in another video. I hope this has made sense, and if you liked the video, don't forget to like, and if you want to see more of my content, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, I hope you all have a good rest of your week, and maybe we'll see you soon. Take care. Have a good one.